Have you ever felt it? That quiet pull just to slow down, simplify your life, live with less, have a bit more freedom. Well, we just sold our 250 square metre home, lovely home, comfortable, and we're going to be moving into a 25 square metre cabin that I built with my own hands. This wasn't part of the plan when I built the cabin. It was only ever going to be a weekend place. But bit by bit, the idea of moving here just kept creeping in and got to a point I just couldn't ignore it as a real option. So here's the question I want to ask you. Could you do it? Would you do it? What would your life look like if you had fewer bills to pay, fewer rooms to clean, if you had more time for nature, movement, and creativity? That big house was beautiful, but it came with a heavy burden. There was endless maintenance and investment. The running costs kept going up with inflation, and that meant we had to host hundreds of Airbnb guests every year to pay the overheads. So owning that property became more of a job than just being a home. So many times I arrived at the cabin holding this one tiny key, and I thought to myself, could life really be like that? Just one key to this place and a key to my van. What would that be like? Could it be enough? Could we possibly move here? The cabin's going to offer us a simpler life. We have off-grid solar power, a wood stove, a tiny kitchenette, composting loo, a shower with hot water. We have a little summer kitchen as well, and that's about it. Our monthly expenses are going to be a tiny, tiny fraction of what they were. And whilst we'll still both myself and my husband be going to work, the trade-off is going to be more time outside, a bit more freedom to travel, and a massive freeing up of mental energy. We don't know how long we're going to be here. In the medium term, I'd love to build a self-sufficient house from scratch, but right now we haven't found the land to do that. We haven't found our perfect place. So in the meantime, the cabin is going to be an affordable base. And I also think it's going to be a really, truly inspiring place to be. Could you imagine living in a place like this, in a tiny space in nature? There's going to be plenty of challenges. Moving here as the winter draws in is going to be pretty hardcore. The winters here are generally quite harsh, so the inside space is likely to feel really cramped. Storage is very limited. That means that you have to be intentional with everything that you bring. It's either got to be really practical, something you use every day, or you've really got to love it. Those challenges force a bit of clarity. They sort of make you ask, what's really important to me? What do I want to hold on to, and what am I ready just to let go? And in exchange for letting go, getting more freedom and more time. And it's a question that a lot of us are asking ourselves. So what's next? 25 square meters isn't quite big enough for everything we need on a day-to-day basis. So in the next series of videos, I'm converting the old A-frame wood store into a home office. It's a bit of a rush to get the roof on before winter. It's going to become really usable extra space and just take a bit of pressure off the inside of the cabin. I started that in July. You're going to see a series of videos which catches up with all the work that I've been doing over the summer. And if you're curious about downsizing, or perhaps you're thinking about a move off-grid or just into a smaller space, I really enjoy sharing this beautiful spot with you. This channel's all been about building the off-grid cabin from scratch and sharing quiet moments in nature. So if that sounds like something you would enjoy, please do consider subscribing. So what about you? Would you trade a 250 square metre house to move into a 25 square metre cabin? What would you lose, and what would you gain? And what might you finally have more time for? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.